welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 1 of the Connecticut Sports Show. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. We are live at the Rose Garden in Norwich, Connecticut, the home of the South Eastern Connecticut Seahawks, and they are our first featured guests here for the first episode ever. I'm so fired up. We got some kids coming on. We got Lucas coming on. We got Big Smiles Braden coming on. We got Rhett, and we've got Bryn coming on, and a couple of coaches, and the president, the head honcho, the numero uno, the big cheese of the organization is here on the show tonight. So get fired up. Welcome to the Connecticut Sports Show. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. Episode 1, the debut, the inaugural, the first ever. As you can see, the boys and girls are right behind me, getting to work, getting ready for the big weekend. They're only a couple of weeks away from the postseason, from the state championships. I'm fired up. You got to get fired up. Pour that sarsaparilla. Open up that bag of fun. You know what? Get in the purple bag of Doritos. It's that kind of night. Connecticut Sports Show coming up next.
Now they go back to get it. They do get it out. Now here's Giuliani. Giuliani's got a step down the right wing. Giuliani pushing it forward. Giuliani walking in. He pulls the trigger. He scores! Lorenzo in the benzo buries the biscuit for the Seahawks.
Oh my, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the first episode of the Connecticut Sports Show. We have got the South Eastern Connecticut Seahawks on this week. I'm very honored to have them on. I have been able to be their broadcaster for the past 3 seasons for all their home games. It's been such a blessing, honor, and privilege. So no better way to start off our first ever show than with our hometown team. So go Seahawks, enjoy the show, and thank you so much for tuning in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is going to be number 99 in your scorecard, but number 1 in a lot of our hearts. Big Smiles, Braden Banks, a great hockey player. Oh, my ladies and gentlemen, I am really fired up for our next interview. I'm telling you, this young man right here that's coming on now, one of my favorite players in the whole league. This kid's fantastic. He's always got a fantastic new hockey sweater on when he arrives at the rink. He's wearing one right now. I'm sure we're going to get into it. This is my main man here today with us, Big Smiles, Braden Banks. Braden, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much for joining us on the Connecticut Sports Show. Great to have you here, pal.
I'm doing amazing, Scotty. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, thank you for coming, and don't forget to get your parting gift at the end. You know, you want to have the Connecticut Sports Show, home game before you go. So, what sweater do you get on? Let's just jump right into it. Let's get in the deep end of the pool. What sweater are you rocking today?
I got the Brad Marchand Boston Bruins Winter Classic jersey.
Oh, that's very nice. Very, very nice. Beautiful. Excellent job. Yeah, you are a sweater connoisseur. Like, you put my sweater collection to shame. So I always love coming into the rink and seeing which new one you're going to be wearing whenever you walk through the doors. And I like to call you Big Smiles because you always walk through the door with a big smile on your face. So tell everybody at home what team you play for and how long you've been playing. A little bit about Braden, that and your hockey career, or your hockey, what you've done so far, and just whatever you like to say about yourself. The world wants to know. The world needs to know.
I play for the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks PWB team. I played hockey for 3 years. I started on the Squirt B team. I've had an amazing experience with amazing coaches and amazing players, amazing friends that I've made on the way. It's been exciting playing hockey. When I didn't skate until about 5 years ago. I started skating. So I wasn't very young when I started skating. I started hockey when I was 10. So it was kind of weird because a lot of the kids on my Squirt B team, they had played hockey for 2-3 years, or when they first started. A lot of them started very young. But skating more and more improves my hockey. And I love the Seahawks organization. Like I said, a lot of great friends I've made. And it's an honor to be broadcast by you, Scotty. So
Well, it's an honor to broadcast you. It's a privilege to broadcast you. And you have been getting better and better every single week. Not only this season, last season too, but you have made tremendous strides. Your whole entire team, really, to be honest with you. You guys, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it for the world. You guys started off the season slow and rough, and you were, your lunches handed to you, not week in and week out. And I felt bad. And then you started to come together. You, the rest of the team. How did you guys keep it together through those tough times? Because you guys are my favorite team. I'm not going to lie. Because you guys, because you guys were, again, it is what it is. You guys were down 6-7-0 in the first period for weeks on end, like 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row. And I felt bad. And then all of a sudden you started to turn around, you stuck with it. What did you do? And what did the team do to stick together? And now you've turned the corner. You guys are tough to beat now. It's a great story. I love watching you guys play. It's awesome.
So it's tough losing, but every time you lose, you want to win more. And so we push harder, and we've come together as a team. Like we had a hockey tournament in Cape Cod. So when we didn't have a game, we were all together and just like running around the hotel. We've gotten better as a team outside of hockey and inside hockey. We've been skating harder than usual, and we've just.
So at the hotel, let me ask you this. Was at any point during the hotel trip, did security have to be called, or did anybody get in trouble? Did anybody have to get kicked out of the hotel and go find another hotel?
No.
Really?
No.
Wow.
No security was called.
I cannot express my disappointment in that answer by you. I got to be honest. I'm only kidding. No, but when you go to the tournaments, you have the off ice, you get together in the pool, the lobby, you play knee hockey. That's where it all comes together. So what is your favorite part of hockey? What do you like the best about hockey?
I love just getting to play with a team. First hockey game I went to was in 2018 for the Bruins and Capitals. And ever since that game, I've loved hockey. It's been my favorite sport. It's just so amazing to skate on the ice and score goals, get assists, and just play with an amazing group of players.
Awesome. And you've been back checking hard. You've been really coming back, helping out your goaltender, which pleases the broadcaster. And your goalie, she's been phenomenal. She hopped in net. She came in a little bit into the season, and she's been the backstop of the team. Can you talk about the goaltender for a little bit? Because I'm an old goalie. I don't know if you know.
No, I didn't know that.
But she's been awesome.
Yeah, ever since she joined our team, she's been working hard, putting the work in, which is a very good thing to do. You get better by putting more work in. We've helped her as a team. We've helped her by during warm-ups, not deking on her and shooting like from the top of the circle.
Oh, I used to hate guys in warm-ups who would try and deke around me. Just shoot the puck into my pads, get my confidence up. Don't shoot at my head. A lot of guys did that too. I'm sorry to interrupt, but yeah, as a goalie, I don't know if you know, I was a goalie. I don't, when guys deke you in warm-ups, it's very like, what are you doing? Come on, guys, shoot the puck. Anyway, I apologize. I digress. Go ahead, take it away.
So she's been doing phenomenal. Last weekend, we just came off 2 wins out of 3 games.
Excellent.
She's been making amazing saves, and she's just, like I said, been putting the hard work in, which has gotten her better. In practice, she's doing really good. I'm practicing with the younger kids. She gets more opportunities on the other kids shoot on her, which gives her an opportunity to see other people shoot on her than her team on practice.
Yeah, well, you guys have been, just working hard all years as a group, and the harder you work, the luckier you get. I don't have to tell you, but you're one of the hard workers on the team too. So tell us a little bit about Braden outside of hockey. What else do you love to do? Something that's unique that maybe nobody knows about. Something that that you're passionate about. What else do you love? I know you're a big Dolphins fan, so I know that, which is cool. You guys gave Buffalo everything they can handle. I was rooting for you, pal, and I would not root for the Dolphins except for you, but I'll deny that in the quarter wall. I will erase this tape. I promise you, because my cousin's a big Dolphins fan. If he ever sees this, anyway, what do you love to do besides hockey and besides your big smiles and your big sweater collection?
I love to play baseball. I play Mystic, and most of the kids I played on my baseball team with, I go to school with, so that helps a lot. I have a swimming pool, so I love to go swimming during the summer. I have a dog. He's 13. His name is Max. He's very nice. He's calm.
Yeah, good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love dogs too. So, well, first of all, I want to thank you for inviting me over to come swimming this summer. I do appreciate that. Looking forward to it. I really want to thank you so much for joining us here today, buddy. Keep up the good work. No matter what, do not get that smile off your face, which I know you won't. I don't have to tell you. So, what's your favorite baseball team? I meant to ask you that.
I'm a Philadelphia Phillies fan.
Wow. Okay. So that's right. I knew that. That's right. So you had a pretty good year with the Phillies and the Dolphins.
Yes.
And hockey, like the Bruins.
Yeah.
Man, so you are not going through any sort of like really rough years here. So wow, it must be nice. Must be nice. Nah.
Yes.
So, but thank you so much, buddy. Does anybody want to give a shout out to or say hello before we sign off?
Just shout out to my hockey team.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, we'll see you this weekend out on the ice. You guys can catch Braden playing this weekend for the PWB team. I'm sorry, I don't know who you're playing. The other team, they're in trouble either way. Keep up the good work. I'm so proud of you and your teammates. You're doing a great job, buddy. And thank you so much for coming on to the Connecticut Sports Show. And I'll see you again soon, okay?
All right. See you, Scotty.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Next up on the docket, we got Mr. Brian Dempsey, the president of the South Eastern Connecticut Seahawks. Okay, welcome everybody to the Connecticut Sports Show. We have with us now somebody I'm very excited, a good, close personal friend of the family and the president of the Southeastern Connecticut Seahawks. Boy, he wears a lot of hats, coach, president. He's got 3 kids playing real busy. So welcome aboard, Mr. Brian Dempsey. How are you, Brian? Thank you so much for joining us on the Connecticut Sports Show. Really appreciate your time tonight.
Doing great, Scotty. I appreciate you having me on this show of yours. Looking forward to it.
Excellent. Excellent. So let's just jump right in. Obviously, you're the president, so that goes without saying. I can't imagine how busy a job that you have. Oh, happy belated birthday. You just had a birthday this week, so happy birthday.
I did. Thank you.
That's very nice. It's good to have birthdays. Birthdays are fun. And I'm of course biased. My son played for Seahawks. My daughter still plays for the Seahawks. So obviously, it's my hometown organization, my favorite team. You do a great job. What is the overriding philosophy that you have with your staff and everything, and on down through the organization that you really want to have for the young ladies and lads when they come to join the Seahawks for the first time? What is it that you want to show people that we do?
So, I mean, just like with any other sport or anything else that we do, that's worthwhile in life, we want people to enjoy it. We want the kids to come in and have fun and look forward to showing at the rink every day. If they come in all smiles and happy and ready to go, that helps and makes our job so much easier. They want to be there. We want to be there for them. And, like I said, it makes things a lot easier for us, as challenging as some days may be, but it makes it worthwhile. To be honest, that's why I keep coming back every day. Some days I'll admit, my kids they can be very challenging, both at home and on the ice. And, in spite of that, I'm still back there every day. So, I mean, they're the main drive, to be honest. Besides my own kids, I really enjoy seeing those smiles on the little kids, when they get out on the ice for the first time, or seeing a player score their first goal after having practiced for weeks, and working on a particular drill. It really is rewarding. And I know a lot of the other coaches, most of our volunteers see it the same way.
Yeah, the Seahawks do a real great job keeping it a lot of fun while helping and giving the kids structure to get better. What have you done this season? Because we jumped from 1 mites team to 3 mites teams almost overnight. And it seems to me that our youngest division is the one that's growing the most fastest and best. What have you done to facilitate the growth that we've been seeing? And there's more and more kids, coming down each year and each week. I think it's been a great job by the Seahawks, because the mites is, in my opinion, the most important division and the most fun. But, it was really great to see, us go from 1 to 3 teams. I was excited when I found out that was happening. What have you done to facilitate that?
Well, ever since COVID, people have been kind of bottled up at home, and we've really been able to step up our game and introduce people to the sport. We've been financially fortunate where we've been able to offer the last 2-3 seasons. We've been able to offer come and try hockey for free for the entire month of February. We've done that the last couple of years. People come out. We have on a limited availability. We have equipment that people can come and try out and get out on the ice and give it a shot. Sometimes it works for them. Sometimes they don't. Usually if they come back the second day, we see them the whole month.
Mm-hmm.
And if we see them the whole month, they come back for our springtime or summertime grow the game function that we offer. During the summertime, we offer a grow the game function that allows kids to again come out for no cost, try it out, and it's several hours worth of ice time and over the span of several weeks, and it gives them a chance to really get a feel for the sport and see if they like it. And if they do, we have a number of options for people, ranging from just learning how to skate to those that are looking for something more competitive. So, over the last couple of years, we've been trying to broaden our offering, so to speak, so that way it can appeal to a broader crowd. Like everything, it takes time, but we're trying to keep everybody that we have,
Mm-hmm.
well oiled as a well-oiled machine, so to speak. But we're starting from the ground up in the respects that we're really bumping up our recruiting, getting the younger kids in, because that's where it starts. It's one of those sports that unfortunately kind of trails off as the kids get older. Sometimes they pick up other interests or they lose interest or whatnot. So, we keep the recruitment efforts pretty strong at the younger ages, get them in the door. Usually once they're in the door, they don't want to leave. So, which is great.
Yeah, they get that bug for hockey that there's nothing like it. Once you fall in love with hockey, you just can't fall out of love with it. That's why hockey is the greatest sport. Yeah, our grow the game, our house program, our mice program are phenomenal. I think you and Cody and everybody have done a real great job with that. And speaking just from a hockey dad's first and foremost perspective, I know my daughter Sophia couldn't be happier. She loves being a Seahawks. She's going, I think, on her 5th or 6th season coming up next year. It's been nothing but a blessing, because when we moved there, we just, basically Googled which team was closest. And thankfully, we ended up on a Seahawks and never looked back. It's been phenomenal. So where do you see the program, in a year, 3 years, 5 years? Is there a vision that you've laid out that you'd like to see, become, something more different, less? What do you see for the program going forward?
What I'd like to see is I would like to keep our options for our current players open, in the sense that I want them to keep wanting to come back to us year after year,
Mm-hmm.
not just use us as their only option because we're local. And for prospective new players, I want them to see us as an enticing option. Unfortunately, we're kind of down in our own little corner here of Southeastern Connecticut.
Oh yeah,
so,
we're an hour from any other rink, that's for sure.
Exactly.
That we know.
So, what I'd like to get to is a point where, people outside of our local area, look at us and say, hey, maybe this is someplace that we'd like to consider.
Mm-hmm.
And be one of those organizations that people are willing to drive an hour or plus to go to. That is ultimately what I'd like to see happen. But if that doesn't happen, I'd like to give, like I said, our local area and our current families the best opportunity and experience that we can offer. So far, we don't hit a home run every time, but everybody is willing to give it a try and give it their best. And we can't really ask for more than that.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think it's a great organization. I'm thankful to be part of it. Like I said, it's been nothing but a blessing to our family. And Well, I'm sure I will see you up at the rink this weekend. I always do. We're usually passing each other sometimes or heading God knows where, but that's the life of hockey dads, right? So, but we're going to look back one day and we're going to miss all this. I know it's 10, 15 years from now, we're going to miss it, but it's been great. The Seahawks are fantastic. I thank you so much for your time tonight and all that you and your family do for the organization and for the community. Keep up the good work and go Seahawks.
I appreciate it, Scotty. Thank you for very much having me on here.
Absolutely. Anytime. All right. Thank you, Coach. And now coming up on the show, we have Coach Chris Anderson. He coaches a bunch of different teams. He does so much he's the backbone of our organization. A great guy, a great coach. Really happy to have him on. He's got a lot of good insight. So listen up. And now coming up on the show, we have Coach Chris Anderson. He coaches a bunch of different teams. He does so much he's the backbone of our organization. A great guy, a great coach. Really happy to have him on. He's got a lot of good insight. So listen up. All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining me now is one of the greatest coaches in the world. I'm telling you, and I'm telling this from experience. Right now with us from the South Eastern Connecticut Seahawks is my friend and great coach, Coach Chris Anderson. Coach, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us on the Connecticut Sports Show today. Really appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate the warm welcome, although overstated, greatly overstated.
That's one of the reasons why you're such a great coach. So I want to thank you so much for joining us. Coach Anderson coaches our Pee Wee team, our U12 team. You guys have been having a phenomenal year. You got a really great stacked team. What do you do as a coach to get the kids? Because I notice every team that you've coached for years now, knowing you for a couple of years, every team that you coach, the kids will hop over the boards and skate through a brick wall for you. How do you do that? What do you do to get the kids just to do anything for you? Because you're a great motivator.
There's two things that I focus on with every team that I have, and I just keep reiterating it, keep reintroducing it, and keep emphasizing it over and over again is two things I'm looking for. Is a positive attitude and a consistent effort. So I stress those, and I stress them in the way of there's two things we can control: our attitude and our effort. We can't control the other team. We can't control the refs. We can't control the parents in the stands. We can't control the broadcaster. But what we can control is our attitude and our effort, and so that's what I try to focus on is to get them to enjoy playing the game and be loose and stay positive, whether they're up or down in the game.
Yeah, you guys definitely do that, and you do stay consistent. And one thing, again, watching you coach for years now and having the privilege of having our daughter play for you last year, state champs. I mean, we don't want to talk about the past, but we did win the state championship, but that's not important right now. So after you won the state championship, one of the things I noticed is that whether you guys are up by 5, down by 5, up by 2, you're always really pretty much the same on the bench. You don't lose it too much. You don't get too high when you guys score. You don't get too low. Do you think that has a positive effect on the young ladies and lads as they hop over the boards to reiterate what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think it's very important for them to look at the game in the same vein, whether they're ahead or behind. And so one of the things that I plagiarized it from one of my mentors, Dan Williamson, who I was an assistant coach with him for a number of years, and I robbed this from him. Whether his team won by 5 goals or lost by 1 goal, when he got his team back into the locker room, he didn't let them go on emotional roller coasters up and down. What he would ask the team is, what did we do well? What do we want to continue to do? And what are the areas of improvement? What can we get better at? And it wasn't from a coach's standpoint; it was from the player's standpoint. Mm-hmm. And that has really helped me, and I think helped my teams focus on, again, what we can control. What can we do? What can we do better? What do we want to continue to doing for success? So I think that's one of the things that I like to think of. It takes some of the emotionalism out of a tough loss or even an elated win. it keeps them focusing on how do we develop as a team and as individuals.
Well, that's something this season. You guys have just been getting better and better. You've got a very deep team, a real good goaltender. You've got a lot of scoring, great defense. I mean, your team is loaded for bear. But, they play positionally fantastic. They break out of the zone fantastic. And you guys back check like there's no tomorrow, which is why you're very tough to beat. What do you want from the kids to get from the experience of playing a season with you? What's the most important thing you want them to take with them as they go on to the next level and get older as players and as people?
I would like each one of the kids that plays with us to come away from a season knowing that whether they're the most talented player on the team or the least talented player on the team, they have a role on that team. So, and those roles may change, as you well know. Sometimes, an individual is going to be a scorer, and sometimes an individual is going to be an assist maker. But oftentimes, individuals are neither an assist maker or a goal scorer, but they can always be a back checker and a forechecker and, a teammate, picking up those around them and making them better. So I think that's one of the big aspects of being a teammate is realizing that whether I'm the most talented or the least talented, I'm a member of a team and I have a role to Bill Belichick style, do your job, and everyone on the team has a job to do. If you're going over the boards, you have a job to do, whether it's, just making a good pass and helping a breakout or being the third forechecker in and breaking up a play. Everyone has a role to do. And so try to stress that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, Coach, I know you got a couple of big games coming up this weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Thank you so much for your time. Keep up the great work. The Seahawks are really blessed to have you and your family as part of the Seahawks family. Your wife and your children and everybody, your whole family do such a great job. Such nice people. I'm privileged to call you a friend of mine, and I'll see you up at the rink soon.
Likewise. Go Solar Broadcasting.
All right, Coach. I'll see you soon. Thank you, brother.
Thanks, Scotty.
Oh my goodness, Christopher Caporelli rang the dinner bell, but no one was hungry enough to answer the call for supper. What do you suppose is wrong with Mama's cooking, ladies and gentlemen? End-to-end action here, both teams with great opportunities. Here's Anderson. Anderson serpentining at the dot, pulling the trigger. He scores! Owen Anderson!
Next up, ladies and gentlemen, on the agenda, the itinerary, the docket is none other than number 91 himself, Lucas Vincenti. Lucas plays on our Bantam team, a real great kid, great color man. He's going to be a great broadcaster if he wants to one day, and a great young man. Very pleased to have him on here today.
Jesse Network. I'm here live with my main man, Mr. Lucas Vincenti, and behind the camera here today, Mr. Declan Dempsey getting the job done. So I got a fantastic crew. We're on the road in Avon. Lucas, you're on the IR. You're a little bit banged up, but you're hopping behind the mic. I'm on you. Are you excited to give us some color commentary?
I'm
Let
really
us know.
Excited. Yeah, it's my first time, and it's definitely not my last. So
excellent answer. Well, you're a fantastic young lad, a fantastic family. Very, very happy to have you aboard. What are you expecting from today's affair? Let's break down. How's the pulse of the team? You're on the team. You know how everybody's feeling.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
In the locker room, they seemed pretty psyched up. I think we could pull this off.
Yeah, well,
it'll be a big fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one here today at the John T. Gardner rink here at Avon Old Farms. The Zamboni just finished up doing what Zambonis do. The game was supposed to start about 15 minutes ago, a little bit of a delay, but they were probably waiting for the Patriots to get off the field and defeat the Jets before they let these guys come onto the arena.
I don't blame them.
No.
It's like a bye week when they play the Jets.
It's completely accurate, Lucas. Thank you so much. I couldn't have summed it up any better than that. That's
Oh my, and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Connecticut Sports Show. We've got an interview here with a young man that is just a fantastic young man. He is also a fantastic color man. He's come on the air a couple of times with me to do some color during some games. Lucas Vincenti is with us, number 91. Lucas plays for the South Eastern Connecticut Seahawks, the Bantam Club, plays on my daughter's team, so I'm rooting for him hard. I'm very vested. He's a great guy. Very excited to have him here. Lucas, how are you, buddy? Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime. I see you got the flow coming out of the back of the hat there.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's not. Don't you cut that. I don't know if Mom's telling you to cut it, but I mean, Mom's not listening, is she? Oh, good. Yeah, don't cut that hair though. It looks fantastic.
Thank you.
So how are you this evening?
I'm great.
I knew that before I asked. You guys have practice tonight, right?
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Excellent. So why don't you just tell the world a little bit about yourself, how you got started in hockey, how long you've been playing, anything about, little something, little insight, let the people in, don't be afraid, let them in. They want to know who Lucas is. The world deserves to know Lucas. I'm just saying. That's just my opinion.
All right, so I started hockey about 3 or 4 years ago. I loved it. Just watching the Bruins, going to Wolfpack games, all of that. I fell in love with it instantly, and the Seahawks have just been awesome, and I could not picture like a better place to be at. Yeah.
Well, the Seahawks are very lucky to have you. Let me tell you, you and your sister. Yeah, you got that bug that either you understand it from playing hockey or you don't. You fall. There's this thing about hockey that it's not explainable. Like you can't even explain it, but you just fall in love with hockey, and there's no other sport like it. It's because there's hockey and there's everything else. The guys like you and me, which is why we get along so much and why we're in such an exclusive club and things like that. So, what number do you wear? Is there any reason why you wear that number, even though it's flashing across the screen right now? But let's pretend that the whole world can't see it go by. There, number 91, Lucas Vincenti. But anyway, I digress. Is there a reason you chose that number, or a specific player, Butchie Goring, perhaps from the New York Islanders? I don't know.
So, I don't know. As a Bruins fan, probably Mark Savard.
Oh yeah,
How Mark Savard played.
Nice. Yeah, I remember him.
Guy, and I loved his just play style and all that, personality.
Yeah, he was a good player. He was tough. He would take it to the cooker. So, do you have any pre-game things that you go through that you do every single game? Sort of like a tradition or anything like that you do before each game or anything of that ilk. That would be pretty fun. Something that you make sure that you do to make sure the team comes out on top.
Yeah. Lots of music to get everyone ready, pumped up, just stretching, all that, running, watch some film of just previous games, things I can do better, things we can do better, just getting everything going.
Nice. So what's your favorite part of hockey?
Oh, the friendship.
That you make?
I love the friendships. Just these are like lifelong friendships, and you can't beat it. There's nothing else that provides this friendship.
It's so true. I'm pushing 50. I'm gonna be 50 in about a month. I know you don't believe it. The world doesn't believe it, but it's true. And the group of friends that I have are the same guys that I was playing hockey with when I was younger than you.
Yeah.
All the same guys. They're all on my text message group. We were all excited last night about the Islanders trade. We're texting back and forth 1,000.
That was crazy.
Oh, I'm fired. That was a great trade for the Islanders. I was so excited last night.
They got a good player.
I was so they got a real good player.
Yeah.
I was so fired up. So do you guys have 2 games this weekend coming up, correct? One home and one away?
Yeah, one home and one away.
Nice. Season's coming up now. Got about a month left to go in the regular season, and then the state playoffs. What are you guys doing? Towards the end of the season here to get ready for the postseason push. What are you doing in particular, and what's the team doing together to get themselves ready?
Just bonding, watching film once again, working on positioning, our power play, breakouts, zone entries, just going over the basics and having some fun here and there, but we're pretty ready, I'd say.
I think you guys have been getting better as the season's gone on, which is very important. So what do you do besides hockey? Share with the world something that Lucas loves to do, something a hobby, or I don't know. Do you create Death Stars out of buffalo pennies, like something like that, like something unique that the world need that I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I know a few things about you.
Let's see. Golf.
Oh yeah.
Golf. Yeah.
You're a good. So do you? Well,
Pretty good.
actually, no. Our rink is literally right on the golf course. Do you ever just walk out right onto the 7th hole and just start playing?
Exactly. Yeah.
So
I've been golfing since I was 3 or 4.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you have like a handicap or anything like that?
No.
Okay. No, I mean, I don't know. I just wanted to say that so it sounded like I knew things about golf. I'm a horrendous golfer. I'm a great golf cart driver. Really, really good. I'm an excellent parker. Fantastic parker. But I'm a really good golf cart driver. If I break 100 on an 18, that's a really, really good day. Like I think I've done that like once or twice in my life. So
it's perfect though. Golf carts are fun.
Oh yeah, golf carts are fun. Golfing's fun. Golf's a lot of fun. I love golfing. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you can see Lucas this weekend. He's got 2 big games on the Solu Broadcasting Network. Lucas, I want to thank you so much for taking the time for coming on to the Connecticut Sports Show. I can't wait to see you play this weekend. I always love watching you play. You're one of my favorite players. You got just a nose for the net, and you never give up on any play. That's my favorite part about you, is that you never give up on any play. There was that one play. I don't even know if it was this year or last year. I don't even remember. Gosh, it all gets blended together, all the games that I do. But where you kept the puck in at the blue line with like 4 seconds left, and you guys tried it on that play. I think it was last year.
Yeah.
If I'm correct. Yeah, you made a great play. Like it looked like they were going to get it out. It looked like you guys were going to lose, and you made it. You didn't give up on it. You kept it in at the blue line, and I just that's my favorite part of your game. Like there's a lot. You're a good goal scorer. You're a sniper. You got a nose for the net. But the way you don't give up on plays is my personal favorite part of your
Thank you so much.
You're a great hockey player. Don't change a thing. Keep it up. Anybody you want to give any shout outs to or anything you want to say to the world before we sign off?
Shout out my friends, my parents, my coaches, my team. Love them all.
Excellent.
Oh, and you.
Well, I appreciate that. Right back at you, buddy. Well, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Can't wait to see you play this weekend. And it's been awesome. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
You got it, buddy. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tonight at practice.
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, now we've got a brother and sister team, Wreck-It Rhett and Bryn Kimball, coming from our Squirts, the Lady Seahawks team that Bryn plays on, and our Mites organization, where Rhett gets the job done. So thank you so much for tuning in. Enjoy the interview. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a couple of more outstanding guests. I'm so excited about our guests here. This is a brother and sister team here. We've got Rhett and Bryn Kimball. They play for the Seahawks. Rhett plays on our Mites team, the little guys team, and Bryn plays on our Squirts team and our Lady Seahawks team. So she's super busy. So they're here joining us now for the Connecticut Sports Show. How are you guys doing? You guys have the day off from school, huh? That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you doing with your day off?
I'm going to a sleepover.
Excellent answer. Remember, we told you got to dress warm, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be -5 degrees today. How about you, Bryn? You do anything with the day off?
Saxophone.
Saxophone? Nice. I'm a big Huey Lewis and the News fan, so I like the saxophone. That's what I like to hear. So why don't you guys tell everybody what your numbers are, what team you play on, and who's your favorite hockey player in the whole wide world?
44. The number's 44. To go ask.
What's that?
To go ask.
Tuca? Nice. And what team do you play for now?
Seahawks.
The Seahawks. That's right. How about you, Bryn?
I'm 4. I play for the Lady Seahawks and the Square A team. And my favorite player, my favorite player is David Pasternak.
Nice. So I take it you guys might be Bruin fans, judging by your favorite players there.
Yeah.
Just a little bit, right? Well, they're having a pretty good year, so you guys are having a good year, right? So let me ask you guys, and you can answer in either order. No one has to go first or whatever. What is your favorite part about playing hockey?
Passing the puck.
Passing the puck? Nice. That's what I like to hear. Yeah, you're a good passer. What about you, Brent? What's your favorite part? I have a guess.
Protecting the goalie.
Excellent answer. That really pleases the broadcaster as an old goalie, and you do a real good job of that. So when you guys are getting ready for your hockey games, do you guys have any sort of like traditions or anything you do before a hockey game, like a lucky meal or something? Do you tie your shoelace a certain way? Anything of that ilk?
No.
No, nothing that you do like on a regular basis or anything? No? No. Do you have any special music you like to listen to before the game or anything like that?
Declan Dempsey, he plays a Seahawks soundtrack before a game.
Oh, so DJ Declan?
Yeah.
That's outstanding. What about you, Red? Do you have any particular music or anything you like to listen to get fired up?
No.
No, not too much. All right. Well, how about if I got a surprise for you guys? Would you like that?
Sure.
I got something I want to show you guys, okay?
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see if I can manipulate the technology here to make this actually happen. I'll be very impressed. All right, here we go. Okay, Rhett, this is from the other day. I want you to talk everybody through. This is your goal from the other day. Okay?
Okay.
You tell us what was going on this play and what you did here. Ready? I'm going to start it up, okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to start it up. Let everybody know what you did on this play because it was a really great play.
So the goalie wasn't watching, and I thought that was the perfect time for me to shoot, and it was. And no one was.
Scored right there.
Everyone was staying still on the other team, so I went and shot and scored. I thought it wasn't going to go in.
How about that big hit right there?
Yeah, that was a big one.
How about that?
We can't see anything.
Hey, you are.
Yeah, we
Are you
can't.
back?
Okay, we couldn't see anything.
You guys couldn't see anything?
No.
Oh, I may know why. All right, we're gonna try it again. How's that?
There we go. Yeah, now we can see.
Okay. Well, like I said, I'm learning too. So, all right. Well, pretend like you're surprised now. All right, we'll start. All right, Rhett, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah.
All right. I got a surprise for you, which is not really a surprise since you just saw it, but that's right. The people of the world don't need to know that. I got your goal from the other day, your big goal from the other day. Can you talk us through the play here as I hit play, okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, buddy. Speak up, okay? Because the broadcaster makes a lot of noise during the game, so you got to speak over him, okay? All right, you ready? I'm pressing play. Tell me about what you did on this play, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, buddy.
Here's Claire Bear on the back check. Couldn't come away with it. Nice check there by Kimball. Kimball back the other way now. Here's Kimball over the blue line. Kimball walking in. He pulls the trigger. He scores.
Real nice shot. You stole the ball from Curry, right?
Wreck-It Rat buries the biscuit there for the Seahawks. A gorgeous play. And now he lays the lumber into the Stars player as cutting through his Demir.
And a real big hit
I
there.
can't explain. It's too hard.
What's that, buddy?
I can't explain.
You can't explain it?
I can't.
You can't?
It's really too hard to explain a game.
Oh, I understand. Well, if I can explain it for you, you did a great job stealing the puck, took it to the cooker, buried the biscuit, and then you crushed the guy. All in 30 seconds. That's a pretty good shift. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. All right, I got a surprise for you, young lady. Hold on.
So how about that for Kimball? A goal and a big hit on the same shift. Oh, that pleases the broadcaster, and I'm sure Mama and Papa Kimball are smiling ear to ear as well. Bad news for whoever's ever playing his sister Brim later. Now she's like, I'm not going to be sitting at the dinner table, the only one who doesn't have a goal and a big hit today. So you may want to keep your head up.
All right, there's Gursky
right,
now.
go.
Won it back for Kimball. Kimball letting the shot go. She scores!
The perfect
Bryn
opportunity.
Kimball.
The goalie wasn't looking, and I shot it.
Yeah, but that was a real nice shot, though. That was a couple of feet off the ice. It was real hard on net, especially from the point, right from the face-off. Have you been practicing your shot like that? Because that didn't look like that happened overnight, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been working on it? All right. Well, you guys have games this weekend? Who's got games this weekend? I'm sure you both do, right?
Yes.
You do? You don't, Rhett? You don't have a game this weekend?
Yes, you do.
I thought you did, yeah. Are you home or are you away, Rhett?
Oh, I don't know.
You're wherever mommy and daddy take you. And Brent, I know you have a Lady Seahawks game Sunday night.
We're both home on Sunday. He doesn't have a game Saturday, and I have a game in Newington tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And I know you got the Lady Seahawks at 5:40 as well.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on the Connecticut Sports Show. It's been a real pleasure to have you on. I really appreciate it. Say thanks to Mom and Dad. Keep up the great work. Keep laying the lumber into everybody. Keep scoring goals. And most importantly, keep smiling and having fun. Is there anything you want to say or anybody you want to give a big shout out to before we sign off?
Yeah. Yeah.
Who would you like to?
Grammy and Grampy.
Aw. That's super nice. And
Grandpa.
very nice. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it. I'll see you guys up at the rink this weekend, and go Seahawks.
Go Seahawks.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap on our first ever episode. Thank you so much for joining us. Next week, we're going to have the Woodstock Hockey Girls organization being showcased right here on the Connecticut Sports Show. I'm your host, Scotty Bonner. A blessing, honor, and privilege to be here with you today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Lucas. Thank you to Braden. Thank you to Bryn and Rhett. Thank you to Coach Anderson and Coach Dempsey. And thank you to you for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see everybody soon here right on the Connecticut Sports Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day.
We'll send it out to center. A 3-on-1 here for the Wolves developing. Bonner coming over, lays the lumber into him there. A big collision in the corner.
Go Seahawks.